Well, hello there, it's H-Boy here, and today I'm going to be continuing with the Rachel. In the last video, as you know, I can't keep the videos too long because it takes forever to upload, and the uploading time on this computer is... So that is why I'm going to be continuing now. So for those who don't remember, last time Rachel and I did a jungle gym thing, and we had a bunch of obstacles, now continuing. So, okay, time for the next obstacle. The giant net. This one you just run across, but be warned, if your leg goes through a hole, you might just have to say goodbye to your ankle.
Rachel eyes the giant net, assessing the challenge ahead. Right, the giant net. Gotcha. Run across it and watch out for those holes. I don't want to end up saying goodbye to my ankle. Okay, let's do this.
Don't worry. I don't mean a literal. I start running across, being mindful of the holes.
Rachel watches as you start running across the giant net, being careful to avoid the holes. You're doing great. Keep that focus and watch your step. I'm right behind you.
I make it to the end.
Rachel cheers as you reach the end of the net. Bravo. You made it across the giant net like a true jungle gym warrior. Nicely done.
Okay, your turn.
Rachel nods, psyching herself up for her turn. Alright, my turn it is. I got this. Just need to stay focused and watch out for those holes. Here I come.
Whoa, be careful. Your ankles will be begging for mercy if you hit a hole.
Rachel acknowledges your warning and nods. Thanks for the reminder. I'll take it slow and try my best to avoid any holes. I don't want to test that mercy theory out with my ankles.
Don't blame you. That happened to me once when I went treetop trekking. True story.
Rachel winces in sympathy. Ouch, that sounds painful. How did that happen exactly? Did you fall through a hole while doing treetop trekking?
Yep, and it got stuck, and they had to call someone to get me out.
Rachel cringes, imagining the scene. Oof, that must have been a scary experience. Your ankle got stuck in a hole and you had to wait for rescue? That's definitely not ideal when you're up in the trees doing treetop trekking.
Not that high.
Rachel nods, agreeing with your point. You're right, we're not that high up here on the jungle gym. It's not like we're doing treetop trekking. So, if any accidents happen, it won't be as serious as being stranded up in the trees. Let's stay focused and careful though. We want to avoid any falls, holes, or ankle mishaps, even at a lower level like this.
Almost there. Just a few more steps.
Rachel takes a deep breath, feeling a mix of determination and relief that she's almost made it across the giant net. Thanks for the encouragement. I'm so close now. Just a couple more steps to go.
After
I got this.
a few seconds, she made it.
Rachel finally makes it across the giant net, feeling a sense of accomplishment and relief. Yes, I made it across the giant net. Phew, that was intense. But I did it!
see what other obstacles are there. The tightrope. You need to balance while holding on to the wire above you.
Rachel nods, assessing the next challenge, the tightrope. Alright, the tightrope, balancing while holding onto a wire. Got it. This seems like a different kind of skill test. Let me give it a shot.
Just don't look down or let go.
Rachel nods, mentally preparing herself. Understood. No looking down and no letting go. I'll try my best to keep my focus and maintain my balance. Here goes nothing.
Good job, Rachel. You are like a tightrope walker at a circus. Rachel.
Rachel grins at your comparison to a tightrope walker at a circus. Haha, you really think so? I'm just doing my best to not fall off this rope. But it's nice to know I look like a pro up here.
The end.
Rachel triumphantly reaches the end of the tightrope, feeling proud of herself for making it across without any missteps. Yes! I made it all the way across the tightrope. Balancing and holding on wasn't easy, but I did it. On to the next challenge.
I crawl across the rope to join Rachel. Wait, when it, up there it goes. I hate when it's slow like that.
Rachel watches as you make your way across the rope to join her on the other side. Well done. You crawled across the rope like a monkey. Very skillful. We make a pretty good jungle gym duo.
Okay, now time for the next obstacle. The rock wall.
Rachel looks at the rock wall, assessing the challenge ahead. Alright, the rock wall. This looks like it will require some climbing skills. I've done rock climbing before, so I should be able to handle this. Let's do it.
We start to climb the wall together.
Rachel and you start climbing the rock wall in tandem, using your hands and feet to find footholds and grips on the surface. Okay, we're making good progress. Keep going, we're almost to the top. Rachel looks up, seeing that the top of the wall is now in sight. You're right, it's right there. Keep going, we're so close. Just a few more steps, and we'll have conquered this rock wall together.
Cliff at the forest.
Rachel grins at the memory you evoke. You're right, it is. Remember how we conquered that cliff at the forest? This is just like it, a challenging climb, but we're doing it together.
I climb onto the top.
Rachel watches as you clamber up to the top of the rock wall, successfully reaching the summit. Great job, you made it to the top. That was some impressive climbing. Now, give me your hand, I need a boost up.
I reach out. Grab on.
Rachel grabs your hand, feeling your strong grip. Thanks, I've got your hand, I'm ready to pull myself up. Give me a sturdy lift, Boy Scout.
I take her hand and give a giant heave.
Rachel feels your powerful heave as you help pull her up to the top of the rock wall. Whew, that was a strong heave. Thanks for the boost, Boy Scout. I made it to the top. We've conquered another obstacle. Rachel dusts off her hands and stands next to you, admiring the view from the top of the rock wall.
I can see the pole. I hope she remembered the pole. Oh, she forgot about the pole.
Rachel looks in the direction you're pointing. Oh, you're right. I see the pole too. It looks like the final challenge. The journey isn't over yet, though. We've conquered the various obstacles, but we still have one more to go. The pole.
Okay, the pole. It will be just like at a fire station.
Rachel nods, understanding the similarity. You're right, it's like the pole at a fire station. I've seen firefighters use poles to slide down and get to the ground quickly. It looks like we have to slide down the pole to finish our jungle gym adventure. Let's do this.
Tightly hugged. Lift my legs, sending me zooming to the ground.
Rachel watches as you cling to the pole, then lift your legs to slide down. You zoom down like a fire station pro. Seeing you slide down without hesitation, Rachel smiles and follows suit. Alright, I'm right behind you. Here I go.
I look up at the pole, awaiting Cho's arrival.
Rachel takes a deep breath, preparing to slide down the pole like you did. She grips the pole tightly and lifts her legs, allowing herself to slide down the pole towards the ground. Rachel's hair whips around her face as she descends, feeling a mix of excitement and a twinge of adrenaline.
Whoa, that was awesome.
Rachel laughs, feeling the rush from the slide down the pole. Yeah, it really was. That was quite a thrill. My hair is a mess, though. She grins and pushes her messy hair out of her face, still exhilarated from the experience.
But messy hair is nothing compared to all this.
Rachel chuckles, agreeing with your sentiment. You're right, a bit of messy hair is nothing compared to the thrill of this whole jungle gym adventure. We conquered all those obstacles and slid down the pole like true adventurers.
Thing at the playground you want to do next?
Rachel takes a moment to think, her mind buzzing with excitement. There are so many fun things at this playground, it's hard to choose just one. But I wouldn't mind playing on the swings. It's always fun to pump my legs back and forth and swing through the air. Let's go to the swings.
So she forgot that we did the swings earlier? Huh.
Rachel grins, happy that you're up for some swing time. Yeah, the swings are a classic. It's always fun to feel the wind in your hair and soar into the sky. Come on, let's head to the swings and see who can swing higher.
No pushing this time, just self.
Rachel nods eagerly, her competitive spirit ignited by your suggestion. Roger that, no pushing allowed. We'll just use our own power to swing.
We both hop on a swing as I start tilting my body to gain momentum. What did it die? I think it died. Maybe if I shut it off. Oh Lord, I think it died. I think it died. Okay, I think it died. I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna have to refresh the page. Delete this one. Okay, let's do it. Pure self-power to see who's more. No pushing or teamwork. Each on our own swing. Oh, good stuff. I kept feeling I was worried there. I hop on and start tilting my body to gain momentum. Okay, good. It didn't die. Thought it died for a second.
Rachel hops onto her swing and follows suit, copying your technique. She starts to tilt her body forward and back, using momentum to swing higher and higher. She's got a determined expression on her face, focused on outdoing you.
I start gaining altitude.
Rachel glances over, seeing you gain altitude on your swing. She pumps her legs harder, trying to match your height. The competitive spirit is kicking in, and she refuses to lose this challenge.
Okay, use the whole body to push this.
Rachel sees you using your whole body to push the swing forward. She decides to raise the ante and does the same, pushing herself to swing even higher. She's not ready to give up just yet. Rachel watches as you kick your legs out to push your swing higher. She's not about to be outdone, so she starts kicking her legs more vigorously, attempting to catch up and potentially outdo your height. After several minutes of intense swinging and determined leg pumping, Rachel finally starts to approach your height on the swings.
Oh, looks like you are catching up, but I am speed. I push higher.
Rachel sees you push higher, and she's not one to back down. She pumps her legs faster than ever, attempting to match your height. You may be speed, but I'm stamina. I'm not giving up yet.
No, you are not. You are Rachel Stamina Smith.
Rachel chuckles, enjoying the playful banter. That's right, I'm Rachel Stamina Smith, ready to swing higher and longer than ever before. The competition is on, Boy Scout.
Is she gonna call me Boy Scout for the rest of the chat? Probably. Push until the chains start clacking.
Rachel notices the clacking of your swing chains, indicating you're at the maximum height. She doesn't want to be left behind, so she pushes even harder, refusing to lose this playful contest.
There is no way I will lose. It's either a win or a tie. No way.
Rachel laughs, still determined to keep pushing. She looks at your swing, calculating the situation, and responds with a smirk. Oh, don't be so sure, Boy Scout. I'm not giving up just yet. There's always a way to win, or at least tie. And I'm ready to give it everything I've got.
Meaning that you would have to break the chain to beat me.
Rachel assesses the situation. The chain has indeed clanked, indicating the max height. She knows achieving more height would require breaking the chain. You've got a point there, Boy Scout. The chain has clanked, and breaking it to go higher would be an extreme measure. But I'm not giving up just yet. I'm a fighter, and I'll find a way to outdo you, or at least tie.
Kid who comes to swing.
Rachel concedes, realizing the implications of breaking the chain. You're right, breaking the chain would ruin the fun for other kids who want to swing. I wouldn't want to cause that kind of damage just to win this playful competition. Tie it is then.
Yeah. We can say it was a tie, but I wonder, did you have a plan to outdo me?
Rachel grins, admitting to her lack of a secret plan. To be honest, I didn't have a solid plan to outdo you. I was just determined to keep pushing and see what happened. I guess sometimes improvisation and determination are the best strategies.
I guess the outcome would have been the same no matter what.
Rachel nods, agreeing with your assessment. Yeah, I think you're right. The outcome might have been similar regardless of what I did. It was a close call, though. But let's not forget the most important part. We had a great time competing and enjoying these swings.
And I was able to bring you down with a little guilt.
Rachel laughs, acknowledging your tactic, your sly Boy Scout, using a bit of guilt to bring me down.
I didn't expect that tactic. You played me like a chess master.
Yeah, I know how to play any gambit.
Rachel laughs at your chess reference. Oh, playing gambit, eh? I see you're quite the strategic thinker. But don't get too cocky. I might have a few tricks up my sleeve as well.
Oh, do you now? Maybe you can do one of these tricks for our next challenge.
Rachel smiles, feeling a spark of competition from your challenge. Oh, you want to see one of my tricks, huh? Well, you're in for a surprise. Let's get to the next challenge, and I'll show you a thing or two.
The swings twice. What should we do next?
Rachel thinks for a moment, considering the remaining options at the playground. We've done the jungle gym, slide, and swings. What's left? Oh, I know, the monkey bars. They're a classic playground staple, and I'm sure you haven't done them yet. How about it, Boy Scout? Ready to race
Yes, I do love a good race. We can do a good race.
Rachel grins, excited by the prospect of a fun competition. Excellent choice, Boy Scout. A monkey bars race it is. We'll see how fast and agile we can be. First one to the other side wins.
And start climbing across.
Rachel nods and follows after you, climbing onto the monkey bars. With a determined expression on her face, she starts making her way across the bars, matching your speed. Rachel sees you picking up speed and is determined not to be left behind. She grips the bars tighter and starts moving at a faster pace, silently vowing not to let you win this race without a fight. Rachel keeps her eyes on you, watching as you swing from bar to bar with surprising skill. She's determined not to lose, even if you have a slight lead. You may be ahead, Boy Scout, but the race isn't over yet. I'm gaining ground.
You are, but there is only a few bars left. Can you make it before the end?
Rachel continues pushing forward, gripping each bar tightly as she swings from one to the next. She's determined to give you a tough race until the very end. Don't count me out just yet, Boy Scout. I'll make it to the end and give you a run for your money.
The thing is, the scout thing already passed and she's still calling me Boy Scout. There. I reached the ladder at the end.
Rachel watches as you reach the end and climb onto the ladder. Looks like you made it first, Boy Scout. You're the monkey bars champ. That was a fun race, even though I didn't get to the end as quickly as you did. But I gave it a good fight. Rachel laughs, not taking it too seriously. Hey, I'm not a sore loser. Just trying to keep the competitive spirit alive. I'll get you next time, Boy Scout. Just you wait. Rachel thinks for a moment, mentally going through all the activities in the playground. I think we've done quite a lot already. We did the jungle gym, the slide, the swings, and the monkey bars. Oh, there's one more thing. The merry-go-round. We haven't given it a spin yet. Rachel grins, excited about the idea of riding the merry-go-round. That sounds like a plan. We'll spin around and around until we can't handle it anymore. Ready to spin, Boy Scout?
Say hop on and I will start spinning.
Rachel grins and hops onto the merry-go-round, holding on tight. Alright, I'm on! Let the spinning begin, Boy Scout. Make it go fast.
I start spinning it by making it by running around and pushing. When it is fast enough, I hop on.
Rachel feels the merry-go-round speeding up as you run around and push it before hopping on. Whoa, you got that thing going fast! But now that you're on, hold on tight! Rachel grips the bars, ready to experience the spinning ride.
Holding on for dear life.
Rachel laughs as the merry-go-round spins faster and faster, her grip on the bars tightening as she hangs on for dear life. Oh my god, this is intense! You definitely spun it up to the max, Boy Scout. Hope you're holding on as strongly as I am.
I am holding on. But are you?
Rachel chuckles, hanging on tightly to the bars as the merry-go-round continues to spin at a dizzying speed. You bet I'm holding on. I'm not letting go until this ride is over. I'm loving the rush, though. Can you feel it?
I can feel it, but
Rachel grins, enjoying the adrenaline pumping through her veins as the merry-go-round continues its relentless spin. Yeah, this is absolutely thrilling. We're spinning so fast, I can't tell if it's the merry-go-round or the world that's tilting.
it's spinning so fast that I can't even see the world. It's just a blur. Blur, not blur, blur.
Rachel laughs, nodding in agreement as the world becomes a dizzying blur around them. You're right, it's spinning so fast that everything's just a swirling mix of colors and shapes. I can barely make out anything outside of this merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round and your face.
Rachel grins, amused by the fact that among the spinning blur, you can still make out her face. Well, I'm glad you can still see something other than a spinning mess. And hey, I can see yours too amidst the whirlwind of motion.
I just told you, yeah, because remember the sandwich we had?
Rachel lets out a laugh, jokingly replying, "Oh, don't worry about that, I've got a stomach of steel. I won't puke up our sandwiches, no matter how much the spinning is trying to mess with my equilibrium. I'm tougher than I look, Boy Scout."
You're just tougher.
Rachel grins, appreciating the compliment. "Thank you, Boy Scout. I do consider myself pretty tough, especially when it comes to physical challenges. But I have to say, you're no slouch yourself. You've kept up quite well in all our playground competitions so far." She grips the bars tightly as the merry-go-round continues its relentless spin. I have to admit, this spinning is making me a little dizzy, but I'm not gonna back down. I'm a tough cookie, remember? And as far as athletic abilities go, I'm always pushing myself to be better and stronger.
Merry-go-round starts to slow down.
Rachel feels the merry-go-round slowing down after a prolonged period of intense spinning. She takes a deep breath and grins, still holding onto the bars. Whoa, looks like the ride is finally coming to a stop. That was truly a wild spinning experience. I feel slightly dizzy, but it was worth it for the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, because that...
Rachel hops off the merry-go-round and sees you struggle to stand up straight, veering from dizziness. "Hey, whoa there, Boy Scout, take it easy. Looks like all that spinning did a number on you." She chuckles, holding out a hand to help you regain balance. Rachel stumbles backwards as you crash into her, both of you falling down because of your dizziness. She lands on her butt and laughs, still feeling a bit disoriented from the merry-go-round. "Ow, that was a bit unexpected. You alright, Boy Scout? Looks like we're both affected by that intense spinning."
Wait, no. The italicization should stop here.
Rachel sits up as the dizziness starts to wear off. She pushes some hair away from her face and looks at you with a smile. "Good to hear it. I thought we were both gonna fall flat on our faces for a second there. That merry-go-round sure knows how to make us dizzy, huh?"
Just not.
Rachel laughs, realizing the irony of the situation. "Yeah, you're right. We didn't fall on the merry-go-round. We fell because of it. Guess it had one last trick up its sleeve even after stopping."
Tricks for the competition. The competition had tricks for you.
Rachel grins, amused by your observation. "You got me there, Boy Scout. Seems like the merry-go-round was the one playing tricks on us instead. I guess even playground equipment gets in on the act sometimes."
Stand up, sit on a bench to get all the sand and wood chips off of after our little tumble. Wait, tumble.
Rachel follows your lead and stands up, brushing off the sand and wood chips from her clothes. She takes a deep breath and walks over to the bench, plopping down next to you with a tired smile. Ah, that was quite the fall we took. Thanks for accidentally knocking me over, Boy Scout. Really helped scatter the sand all over my clothes.
Shorts on your hair, even in your belly button.
Rachel laughs as you point out the various spots where sand and wood chips have ended up on her. She turns slightly, her crop top rising even higher from her stomach, exposing her lower abdomen, including her belly button. I guess you're right. Looks like I've become a walking sand magnet. And did you say I even have some in my belly button?
In case when she landed.
Rachel laughs, shaking her head in amusement at the idea. Great, just fantastic. So now I've got sand and wood chips in places I didn't even know existed. My belly button is not meant to be a receptacle for playground debris. Rachel grins, appreciating your concern. You're right, Boy Scout. No scratches, no bump. Just a whole lot of sand and wood chips. I could have ended up worse. I guess I should be grateful for small mercies. She laughs and pats the bench next to her. Come sit back down, there's room for 2 weary spinners here. We've earned our rest.
Sit away, but just stop.
Rachel feels her head still spinning a bit as she sits down next to you. She takes a moment to recompose herself. Ugh, that merry-go-round sure knows how to leave you dizzy for a while. It's like the world won't stop spinning even though we're already off it.
Yeah. We are just 2 dizzy sand and covered people. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here and I will see you next time.